It's Week 6 of the National Football League. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He had the green light to sling it last week, over 450 yards passing. It's the Huskies and the Bengals, next on Madden Football.
With the skyline of Manhattan as our backdrop, we are across the East River in the fabled borough of Brooklyn, New York. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the... Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here come the Bengals now to take over. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
And last week's loss came despite a clean game on his end, throwing the ball with 2 touchdowns and 0 interceptions. His job this week is simple. Do it again. Continue to avoid turnovers and hope that what sunk them last week resolves itself this time around.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that will bring up 2nd down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
Call it a gain of a yard, and now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
That is caught, and he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far on the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Kamara trying the right side. And they go backwards here. Losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. When you look at this defense, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. An off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
They converted twice on 3rd down that drive already, but couldn't make it a 3rd. We always talk about in-game adjustments. How about what the defense did there, able to shut them down on that attempt?
Here's the punter, Martin, out to kick it away. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Brandon, it's always nice when you get recognized with an individual award. And he was the AFC Offensive Player of the Week last week. But when you do it in a win, so much the better.
Absolutely. And he was all talking about that win, not so much the award he received on Wednesday.
And it's a nice-looking award. I wonder if he took it home, got out of college, showed it off to the kids in the neighborhood, passed it around. I wonder what he did with it.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 8 catches, 135 yards, and a touchdown.
Look, I know everybody wants to be number 1 in everything they do, but he's number 2 in the league in receiving yards. That's a strong number, a strong year, and they want that to continue.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Hurts sets up to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 3rd and 9 here. Here's Hurts to throw. And it's a fumble. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Had some good yardage there, too, before he fumbled that football, Charles.
Yeah, just think about it this way. Running backs, as a general rule, they kind of know when the end of a run is near, and you notice how they cover up, right? They protect the football. Sometimes quarterbacks forget that out in the open field. After a while, you start to wonder, does the running back coach visit the quarterback coach and say, hey, I can help you with this. We can protect this and make sure we keep the ball.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll give to Kamara here on the option. Escaping a tackle at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decision.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Juju Smith-Schuster, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. So this drive spans 7 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. This taken in at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. And, Charles, what a battle this is within the division, because these guys, they've got the lead, but not by much. On the other side of the field, they're knocking on the door and trying to equal them in the wins category.
And I love that second part that you talked about, equaling them in the wins category, because if somehow you get down to the end of the year and they're tied in record, head-to-head's always the first tiebreaker. So the winner of this game, they'll have a big advantage.
Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the first down at a 21-yard gain. Hurts. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Hurts with a quick throw, complete. They'll go for a gain of 7, and it's second down. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right, you're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. They'll run with Hall. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
That's about what you would expect, since they're so efficient on picking up 3rd downs in the top 5 in the NFL. It's all a mindset, and I guarantee you, it started in the offseason. 3rd down's important to them. They find a way to pick them up with a very good clip.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That good for 22 and a first down.
This has been a good drive so far. It's been the running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a first down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. From the 6 now on 2nd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Play action. Here's Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Tucker's kick here is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10, as they've got it as we resume action. This is caught by Williams. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Here's Kamara out of the pistol.
Richie Grant in on the tackle.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
He still holds your breath a little when Tua gets out of the pocket, but there he made the wise call. If there's nothing downfield, just throw it away.
Now Tua. He's got his target. That's complete. He's got room to roam. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Juju Smith-Schuster. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Bengals are able to extend their lead. Well, only the 2 catches for him thus far, CD, but both of them have resulted in touchdowns.
And I think he's on the bench right now, Brandon, smiling at his position coach and telling him, all those times you talked to us about efficiency, I'm living it right now.
On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's capped off by the touchdown from Juju Smith-Schuster. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Touchdown. A big play there. 75 yards. And the Huskies are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use than that, man. One play, 75 yards in zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. And we checked the rushing numbers so far here into Week 6, and the returns have been really good. Now, you're starting to hit that stride middle of the season toward the end. They're certainly hoping they can keep up this production.
They are, because one of the adages in the NFL is that defense travels and defense endures even in bad weather, right? You know what else does? A good running game. And people want that, especially as you head down the stretch. You may play outdoors in some nasty stuff. You're trying to get to the playoffs. This is the time to get it going. And individually, I don't think you should just think about 1,000 yards either. The bar has to be set higher with this beginning.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll find Williams on the slant. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. Dances by him. We'll get this to about the 38. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. Tua going to throw. A short throw hauled in by Trimble. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well, great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Second down and a yard. Back to the ground. It's Kamara. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup. First down. On play action, here's Tua. Short throw hauled in by Trimble.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Short throw hauled in by Trimble. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now it's 3rd and 3. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Bengals first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down. They fake the handoff, now Tua. Throw out wide is incomplete.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
Back to the air on 2nd down, Tagovailoa. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals are able to add on to that lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. They'll look to throw here. This pass out wide to Hall. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. They go play action with Hurts. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. And this is a quarterback who's already had success on the ground in this first half, but this time they're able to hem him in.
And it's always different when you rush a mobile quarterback as opposed to a guy you know will be right back in the pocket. In this case, you got to make sure the inside pressure and the outside pressure match, and maybe even a second wave to make sure if he squirts free, you've got someone to tackle him.
Here's Tommy Townsend on to punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The offense and Alvin Kamara heading back onto the field. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the 2nd quarter.
He doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. And he'll be out of bounds after his short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 3rd down and 1. Looking to pass. Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's an 11-yard pickup. Thought they'd run it on 3rd and 1. Not the case.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On 1st down, Tagovailoa got his man complete over the middle. It's Robinson. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Man open left side. It's Williams. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and just a yard. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Here now, 3rd and a yard. Tua setting up shop to throw again. That is caught. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Now throw right side here, going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's the Lions who are out in front as they play the second quarter. Big Derrick Henry with a couple of touchdown runs. From there, let's get over to the Rockies to check out the Broncos at home
in Denver. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Joe Burrow, excellent in the victory, as his guys run their mark to 4-2 on the year.
Lastly, let's check in on our nation's capital to see what's happening with the Washington Commanders at home at FedEx Field.
And that one, all tied.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the third quarter. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. This offense ready to go to begin this third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you'd think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start calling back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 2. And this is incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They bring their punter out there now as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 20. Shifts by him. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Ball on the 39. Here's the 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 39-yard line.
They run it again with Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller,
Hurts fumbles it. Fortunate to get that football back because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Flush to his right, and he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
At the 32-yard line.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. Short throw hauled in by Trimble. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down. The start for them near flawless. Defense gets them a 3 and out. 2 quick pass connections on offense.
So that's how a team works together. Just what you described. Get them the ball, give them a little momentum, and they're capitalizing off of that. Thanks a lot, guys.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Staying on the ground on 1st with Kamara. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And he's got this down to the 35. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Will Anderson in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Chalk that up as their 1st sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack as what took us so long. Because when you get 4 the previous week, you're counting on continuing that momentum. They didn't get that done in the first half of the game. Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. His throw incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
Here's Sam Martin now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24.
At the 24-yard line.
On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one,
Hurts fumbles it. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they take over already 5 yards deep into the red zone at the 15-yard line. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Will Anderson picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Tua. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
And the Bengals are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. Stopped short, down at the 1. Had the broken tackle, but couldn't get it all the way home. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Again, Kamara. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Alvin Kamara with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bengals look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This taken in right around the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on 3rd down, it's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Hurts. He'll get this to his tight end, Gesicki. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Juju Smith-Schuster and the rest of this offense heading back out there. So far, he has the trio of touchdowns. Obviously, it's been a pretty good game for him.
So if this were hockey, they'd be throwing their hats out on the ice for the hat trick, right? I'm not sure exactly what you do in the NFL except applaud and continue to hope you see a little bit more of this. What a tremendous game.
You want to start a new tradition? What can we throw on the field?
I don't know.
Throw your mic out there.
A lot of fans would like that. Cut his mic off.
3 touchdowns so far.
Kamara gets it again on second down.
Stays on his feet.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he's got a Bengals first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Holding offense.
Hey, baby, this ain't good enough for us.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Following the penalty, it's Kamara. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
And Will Anderson gets to him for the tackle.
Brings up second down at the 37-yard line.
Off a play action, Tagovailoa.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. A solid stiff arm. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. These two have hooked up 9 times now this afternoon as they pick up the first. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Alvin Kamara
with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
And the Bengals have opened up a 4-touchdown lead here in the 4th. Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back through the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Here's Brooklyn to once again go on offense. Now, this game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And these fans, they were expecting to be on the other side of the scoreboard. But that is not the case as we play on here in this 4th quarter.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Now 2nd and 5. Play action. Here's Hurts. He dumps this one off here to Hall.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Here's Hurts to throw.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hurts sets up to throw it. This pass out wide to Hall.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 2.
At the 41-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. There's Hall bringing in another one. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
That's good. 4A.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play.
It's a gain of 5.
And it'll be second down.
At the 43-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They'll look to throw again. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
That's good. 4A.
On first down, Hurts.
And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
And now another turnover as this one's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks.
And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 15. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Try to run down some clock with Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled.
146 yards rushing now for the ball game on 24 carries.
Again, it's Kamara. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
On second down, Kamara. And room to run as he's up past the 35-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.